They say you go to unemployment and they give you cheap labor and stuff like that. I don't deal with it at all. They say we'll send you some people, they can work for you, they pay half of their salary and all that. I don't do that. Because once they do it, they want to know everything. And I don't want, it's my business. The less I ask the government, the less I bother with it. They obviously check us out. I mean, we had issues where we paid our employees a way we shouldn't pay them. But when we started, like we paid them, you work 40 hours. Another example, you work 40 hours, $1 an hour, you pay $40. So we make a check and we say that you were an employee, self-employed kind of.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like going around the rules. So we had an issue that we paid the fine and we stopped doing it, period. But the employees liked it because they made a lot more money. They didn't pay an income on the check, the hours that they worked. And they were paid the same amount that they're paid now. Mm-hmm. But you're not allowed to do that. So we stopped. But no, I don't deal with that. I deal with my own. Like, I mean, the more you ask people around, the more you have to give answer to these people.
We have like 2 more questions about. Has technology helped you develop your company?
You mean, what do you mean, the technology?
Like from 20 years ago till now, like.
The technology on all the equipment.
Yeah.
The engines and all that, the durability of the engine, the 4-stroke has come a long way where it's less noisy, less polluted, air-wise, water-wise, technology in everything. Technology in sport, technology in everything, in equipment, lighter equipment, technology helps. I don't think that. One thing I'm a bit against when the ecologically wise people talk about the technology, the ecology, when they say that they ecologically wise, they do this, they stop making paper bags because we're cutting trees, but we're making plastic bags.
Yeah.
Who's thinking behind this? I mean, like when anybody ecologically wise comes and sees me and says my boat polluting or whatever, he doesn't know what he's talking about because my motor is a 4-stroke. It's a motor. It's a car. It pollutes the air. But anybody that comes Greenpeace here and talks to me, my first question is, how did you get here? The guy says, by car. You got here by car, you're not a Greenpeace.
Yeah.
If you walked here...
Yeah, that would be a bike.
I don't care where you live. Okay, I mean, the Greenpeace have diesel engine behind their Zodiac. The diesel engine. I mean, that's spitting oil in the diesel spits oil in the water. But they avoid a few boats to kill a few whales. So I don't get into that stuff, and to me it's where nowadays I think that a lot of people are lying to themselves. Like the less we do paper bags, the more we do plastic bags. Everything is done on the plastic. Everything that the styrofoam thing.
Yeah,
you throw it in the water, it doesn't die. It pollutes for years. I mean, the technology helped a lot in our way, where everything is done where lighter and more efficient, let's say. So, and then more fun to use.
Yeah.
Like a sport like windsurf has died because it was hard. People keep falling. It's hard to control the wind, all that. But now you have paddleboard. Well, the same thing except that you use a paddle and you stand up with your balance. But you can do it kneeling down. You can do it on your stomach, where you can't do windsurf kneeling down. So the paddleboard is the same thing as a windsurf without the sail. And it's like it's the thing of the year now. So,
what would you think about your competition?
Like,
well, do you have any competition around?
No.
No? So you're actually like,
monopoly.
yeah, you have a monopoly around here, huh?
There's a few guys that tried a few years ago, and I actually I helped them. I told them what to do.
Okay, so
They copied my. I made the price list for them. It's an hotel down there. They did it, and it didn't work.
oh,
And then he came, and then I bought it. He came to sell. He sold it to me. And I bought it for the price of the boats. He had a bunch of boats, and I bought his boat. That's what I did.
okay.
And he was my competition. Others, usually the city wants to start one. They come and see me, see if I want to operate it. Like, I mean, it's hard to compete against. First of all, you need a setup. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at the beach here, you need. Where are you going to put all of this? I mean, if you look around, from the last boat, from the sailboat there to there, and all these things there, it's all we built all that through the years. There was nothing.
Okay.
It was just totally like a piece of rock. So where do you find a spot like this where you can extend for free or for a minimal rent?
Yeah.
It's hard to find the spot. Plus, you got to think that like we started, but we got to put everything away in the winter time. That's another cost that they don't have in Florida and stuff like that. But I'd say the competition for us, I'd say, is Cuba. or the competition is when the weather is not nice.
Yeah, they go somewhere
People
else.
will travel down south instead of staying around. That's my competition. I'd say it's anybody that's, if the weather is good enough, they'll stay. And once they're here, I'll try to sort of make them spend money on any kind of toys that we have.
Did you ever think about growing your company? Because you operate 150 days, but it's only during the summertime. Did you ever think about opening something during the winter?
Yeah.
I drink beer in the winter.
Beer?
I drink beer, yeah. I drink beer with Claude Mousselet.
We heard,
Yeah, yeah. Lots of it.
What's the
No,
brand?
he drinks.
No, it's Mousselet. We were playing golf. He didn't come and play golf, but he came for the dinner. And, no, I snow ski in the winter, and I operate kind of in the winter time. I operate from. I make special days like companies will phone me, mostly bank. They'll phone me and I organize the day, the skiing day for them. I deal with companies like McCormick, the Spice McCormick, Banque de Montréal. They'll phone me and says, okay, we have 6 skiers. Aubert Chevillon, he was just here, I saw. Aubert Chevillon says, okay, I've got a bunch of important customers, could you take care of them? So I take care of, I buy the ski lift tickets, I rent the skis, then I take them around the mountain. But that's not companies that does it. Rent my service through the ski school. I'm a ski instructor, then I do special days like that for companies. So that's mostly what I do, but I never thought, because it's our job. My job here is 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. every day. So it's a long. I kind of, when I get to November, you need a break from this thing. But if I had the right thing in the winter, we've tried a few things. We ran a skating rink at the base of the mountain. Didn't work, because if you think that it's bad to run a summer resort an outside skating rink is tougher, because it rains one day, screws, it fucks up for 3 days before you repair the ice and blah 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 blah. And if you run on a lake, as soon as it's warm, you can't do it on a lake anymore. So more complicated. Like, I mean, there was less days of operating in the winter, weirdly, but no, I'm sort of like happy with what I do, and I wouldn't want to involve myself on a 7-day basis in the winter time.
And the long-term plan for your company, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sell it?
And what are your
No, I'm not gonna
goals?
sell it. I doubt that I sell it. I'd like to. I don't have any. I like to say. People ask me if I had a good summer. As far as I'm concerned, when I get up every morning, if I get up out of bed, it's a good day.
Okay.
It's like, I'm up. It can't be bad. I might trip 5 minutes later, but before I trip, it was a good day until that point. You can bang your toes, but I look at it like I don't see. I'm just wondering what I'm going to bring innovation-wise next summer. That's the only thing I care right now. I don't think in 5 years or, first of all, who knows what's going to happen with the US? That's the first thing. I'm protected where they can't do anything. If I'm out of here, they can't use this piece of land doing what I do for the next 5 years. So I'm safe on that side.
Yeah.
They can't do it. That's part of the friend of mine that does the contract. He's bright enough to have written down, and they're stupid enough to have signed it too. But that's like it's a question of providing the services that we do. I think we provide good services, and they're happy. And we are in a resort. Whether it has slowed down, we're in a resort that has. The most visitor in Quebec than any other resort by a country mile. So I couldn't be in a better place. So long term, I hope I can do that for the next 25 years.
Yeah.
That's like
That's optimistic.
It does even more than that.
Yeah, maybe 100 years. You never know.
Yeah, well, okay, well, you asked me, well, they didn't want to try to buy the business.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah.
Well, what about your partner? Well, I think that was Sarah, right? Sylvie. Well, does she have any plans after that, or maybe take
She has
over?
a nephew, but I don't know if he's interested in. You can ask her. I can ask her to come if you want.
We'll ask them.
Yeah, a sec. Hey.